the city of trees, Boise, Idaho. We're here at Albertson Stadium, home of the Smurf turf, for another edition of the famous Idaho Potato Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Missouri State's offense makes its way onto the field to open this game. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Yeah, and it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl trip. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with the win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Third and long, a check down will be the last resort. Caught near the sideline, it's Robinson.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The Bears will punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Hawaii's offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Davis will throw. Gets it out quickly. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Great pass. It's complete. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The Rainbow Warriors will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. They're setting up the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes the timing of the screenplay, it takes a little bit of time to get some depth and a little bit of acting by the quarterback and the running back. Well, they didn't win an Oscar. Let's put it that way. Not good acting. That play went nowhere. The screen pass was not successful.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Grab with the marker. It's Sims. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Great Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
How about the strong safety on that blitz? Great job timing it and also getting to the quarterback. Sometimes you're going to have to negotiate around tight ends and running backs, and that strong safety, he just beelined into the backfield.
Under fire. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense. Like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job of getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying to make magic with his feet. That's high football. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense. Back, gets a turnover.
When he made the read off the RPO and he decided to take off, run the football, but then you got to take care of that thing. Fumbles the football, the defense gets the ball back.
Davis looking to pass. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Rides the back on the option to give. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. You better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls for.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Here comes the heat. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Warrior. First score of the game goes up. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it. Lots of running room. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. They had the explosive score, and it's all for naught as that penalty will take the touchdown off the board. He'll set up to throw. Got a man. It's Johnson. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Back to pass. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm. What better way than converting on third down? Awesome job by the quarterback getting his production.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
He rifles one deep to the left. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up. And the Bears will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit.
Good completion to the right. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Davis looking to pass. Quick strike complete. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another day.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And the Rainbow Warriors, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together, keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tries again to get it in. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Getting the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's...
Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So here comes the Missouri State offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Looking downfield on first down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. This time on target. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. After picking up a couple of first downs already on this drive, they'll snap it from close to midfield. Looking to throw on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle.
You just feel like the sense of urgency is going up for this offense. Now, they haven't had that many possessions so far in the game, and because they've gotten no points now, it feels like the quarterback's starting to press. He's trying to make it happen on his own, taking a shot down the field. Another incompletion for this offense. They can't get anything going.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. You can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Well, third and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up fourth.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pulls it in, the first down and more. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to Davis will throw.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slice the ball.
The Rainbow Warriors getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's got an open man. They make the stop, but there is a flag on. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Looking downfield very late in the half. Grabs it in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to 1st down.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? They're stringing together 7 first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Reese, great energy in that building, and a fun 1st half in this Idaho Potato Bowl.
The Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They more than got the job done in the 1st half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get distracted and finish the deal here in the 2nd half.
I mean, love the way they came out. They had all that time off, didn't look rusty at all, came out with the foot.
It's a seam wide open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end. With these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
The play action fake. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's hard to stop Greg Myers. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again, who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this 2nd and short.
No score, son. No score, son.
Power football with the one. Turning it on. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
A lot of times on 2nd down, you're thinking pass, especially 2nd, maybe a little bit long. Really good job by that offense, committing to the running game, getting the 1st down really easy.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Rainbow Warriors in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Davis looking to pass. He's got it on the move. Tackle made at the 9-yard line after the catch. It'll be 1st and goal. The Rainbow Warriors trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And for quarterbacks to throwing the ball down this close to the goal line because there's so many bodies in such a small space. Oftentimes, routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the run. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. And they'll send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. So here comes the Bear offense. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Intercept, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point he was able to come away with the pick.
And there was no space, nowhere to go. That play went absolutely nowhere.
Sometimes you just need a dude to show up and make a play, and he did.
Sometimes you just need to block that dude. They did.
They'll send the back in motion. Davis will throw. Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Now try to pound their way in. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession, give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
The run from the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Here he goes. Oh, he's got some space. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. This has been utter domination through 3
can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now turning the football over late in the game when you're down, they've got to find a way to make something good happen on that side of the football.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Give to the back. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. The defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Rainbow Warriors are flying down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
And the Rainbow Warriors are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. Davis looking to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Bears. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping around, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on third. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the second time. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So here comes the Missouri State offense. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense.
He lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good...
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. formation, facing a 3rd and long. Davis will throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been big.
And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. To the air on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fired. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. That's reeled in, it's Joyner. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Got room on the return. Inside, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Yeah, how about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get it sparked, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Robinson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. The offense set for a 1st down play. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Flips it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And that makes 5 interceptions. keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. And the Rainbow Warriors need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Spaces. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Timeout is called by the defense. A mere 21 seconds to go here. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Line gets set. First down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Unleashes one deep. And that pass is incomplete. They were going for the consolation touchdown, but to no avail, and that's going to do it for this one. Well, they say you win